Welcome to episode 5 of the Fortnightly Report. We're here with Enter 1, Money. He's going to answer some questions posted up by the fans on Facebook, and we'll get into it. Cold Don't Worry said, smackies or chargies?
Charges.
I'll say, depends what you're doing. Smackies if I'm in a closed environment, chargies if I'm in an outdoor environment.
Yeah.
Christian Campbell wants you to inbox me. No. Nathan Marshall said, Fortay, what was the best track of yours you would dedicate to all the lowies out there? And Nter, what do you think your best track is that you've ever made?
My best track I think I made was The Return.
The Return, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I'd have to say K9 for the lowie song. It's definitely got some shit to it. Carlin clearly says, does he think he has made his mother proud?
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Posted that on my wall too.
Nathan McDonald said, Nter, is Sydney Searchers ever going to get back together, and when's your debut album coming out?
The album is coming out hopefully towards the end of the year or the start of next year. Just got some things on at the moment, and the Sydney Searcher things, it's at the moment it's just level. So we're working on something.
Nomeo fucking Spencer wants a shout out.
Shout out Nomeo
To
fucking
the
Spencer.
Belgrave line. Justin Dillygaff Duke said, where's the weed at? We don't know, Officer Justin. Ryan Bester said, Nter, are you going to still post your videos on Hustle Hard or follow your brother's decision?
I'm bringing out my own channel, Street Family Productions, so I'll have my own stuff up and running.
Sean Brenner said, give me and my brother Michael a shout out.
Shout out you and your brother Michael.
Bailey O'Connor, to both Fortay and Nter, out of all your songs, which are both your favourite songs you've ever produced? So you just pretty much answered that.
The Return.
Fuck, I'll say the Snoop song on Living Proof, it's coming later this year. Dallas McKagan said, can you have a shout out from both of you?
Shout out Dallas McKagan.
James Johnson, Fortay, when are you and Ubbard going to make another album? The Death Tape Volume 2's all unreleased Fortay and Ubbard songs, all original. Produced by Defiant. Jack Wright, what do you both think of Cursor and Rates at where they are? Much respect for both of you, keep it up.
I think they're doing good.
I think it's
I
fucking,
think they deserve it.
it's great, you know what I mean? Like, coming from where they come from to where they're at now,
Yeah.
and it just helps everyone, you know what I mean? Like, it's just breaking that
Barrier.
Yeah, no one really had cracked it from that sort of music until Curse, so it's opened the doors for us to do things and to a new audience, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's
Rates' new track Nightmare 2 is unbelievable.
Rates is killing it, you know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
Rates.
And they're not just rapping anything, they're actually rapping, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's nothing but good. Brad Dow said, shout out, what's your thoughts on the Hustle Hard and Skis beef?
I refuse to comment on any comments of Hustle Hard and Schemo beef. It's got nothing to do with me. So there you go.
James Johnson said, Nter, when are you going to cut Uber One's tongue out?
When I catch him.
Joy Stephen Dunnicliffe said, Nter, how old are you, bro? Shout out Sick Cunt 215.
23 inches.
Chris Wilson said, why do you and Uber have beef and why don't you do tracks with Cursor anymore?
The Uber beef. Uber put on Facebook saying if any rapper from Sydney wants to come at him with a track, to do it. So I took it as a threat because at that time I was killing it. So I went at him and he didn't write anything back. He put his tail between his legs. And me and Cursor were working on something for the mixtape. So yeah.
Well, that answers the next question. Are you and Scammer at war with Cursor?
No.
Jake Mann said, how many songs you made together and you doing any more? Us two. I think we did Wipe It Down. That was the first one, yeah.
Yeah.
And we did another one that night that didn't come out. It's probably in the studio still somewhere. I'm pretty sure we did two.
Yeah.
And that's it, I think. And we're in the studio
We didn't
now.
do one with Sky.
Me and Sky.
In Fame Studio.
We did two, but that would have got lost as
Yeah.
well.
And yeah, we're working on another one tonight. So
Yeah.
that's going on the mixtape. Not for profit mixtape.
Coming soon. Matt Keating said, Fortay, how'd you meet Cursor? We'll save that for when Cursor's on the show. Daniel Klein said, what was Nter doing at age 17?
Rocking around on a CBR.
Yeah, he was. Stolen one. Allegedly. Fucking. That's when I met Nter. You about how old were you when I met you?
16, 17.
16, 17, yeah. He's running around doing this, that. Fucking Dylan Tyrell said, shout out Big D. Fortay, what made you write the song Acting Funny? Me and Kurs just came up with the song in the studio. We'll sort of fill in similar ways about different situations, you know what I mean? If you listen to the song, you can sort of explains itself. Cassie Sandy said, can I have a shout out please? And when are you both gracing Brizzy with your awesomenesses?
Shout out Cassie Sandy.
Shout out Casey.
Oh, Casey. I don't know, whenever we decide to get to Brisbane, at the moment.
You just gotta let us know when you know what I mean? When the demand's there and it's undeniable, we'll make it happen. You know what I mean?
250 pre-sold tickets that have already been sold. I'm sure we can make a plane trip up there.
Exactly. Bevan Lowe, Nter, how many panels you done and favourite spot in Sydney to hit or line?
37 panels, and the favourite spot was MacArthur on Greenlight.
Matt Sanders said, what artist would you collab with if you could choose anyone? Shout outs to Zulu and Main's one. We answered that in one of the episodes before, so you can go and look at that. Bevan Lowe also said, what other writers from Sydney do you respect?
None.
Kay Shu said, shout out Shani and Kay, you are both amazing. Who asked or Shani and Kay? You gotta be more specific.
Yeah,
Caden Connor, who do you listen to at the moment?
Who have I been listening to? Myself, Fort, Curse and Rates, and Gravy Baby.
Yeah, pretty much the same for me. The last song in my car was Tupac, so just whatever comes on. Fucking Fortay and Nter, can you bust a freestyle for 10 seconds or 15 seconds that rhymes with Tory? Tory, you hoary, go have an orgy.
Tell us a story.
Stick an orgy bottle up ya. Fuck ya. Sorry, Tory. Shanae K. Mackie said, why are you so hot?
Because fucking aircon's not on.
Ask ask that cunt that made the song. Why am I hot? Or whatever the fuck it's called. This is why I'm hot. Fucking Caden Connor said, will Flows One ever be a guest on the show? No. Jake Williams said, can I pump a Eshin with Nter?
Sorry bro, don't smoke anymore.
Jake Kilroy said, Nter, where did you grow up?
Sydney, Hurstville.
Caden Connor said, do you put ice in the bag or in the cup?
In the cup now.
In the cup. Ben Tabor, is Nter and Cursor ever going to collab again like back in the day?
Yes.
Mitch Rowan, can I get a shout out and will you be doing tours in Ballarat? If so, all ages.
Hi Mitch Rowan. If like Fort said before, if there's demand in any big demand and there's already over 150 pre-ordered tickets sold, then I'm sure we can get there to do a show, but there's no point going up there just for 20 or 30 people, even though we love our fans. It's just not worth the hassle. So.
I got a feeling all us Sydney artists are going to get together soon and organise some shit and probably try and get out to all these regional places and all that before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because the demand is building up, so you know, it's not that we don't want to come, you know, you sort it, we'll be there, but it's a bit more difficult than that. And so what does Hustle Hard Television mean to you?
What does Hustle Hard will always mean something. I mean, they help me out with a lot of clips, my music, help me out with a lot of things. I've got nothing bad to say about them.
Victor Lopez just rudely interrupted the... This is twice you've done this, mate. Is the mixtape ready yet, Vic? Tell the people.
Yeah, it's ready.
It's ready? That's what we want to hear.
You're in your video again.
Yeah, every time, what? You smell when the camera's on. Is that what happens?
Yeah.
You're just looking... Yeah, see, everyone...
I want my own fucking show. I'm trying to sabotage yours.
Alright, well, not today. Fucking... Dane Hickson said, Fort and Nter, who or what was your inspiration growing up? Shout out to 2767 Doonside, West Syd all day. Who or what was your inspiration?
Who was my inspiration?
Or what?
What streets was my inspiration?
Same.
Yes.
I think our areas and our scenarios were more the biggest inspirations to the shit we were going through.
Yep.
Caden Connor said, Fortay, how much you got owing to them from them ticking cunts? Officer Caden, what's ticking? And he said shout out fuck 2478 and every cunt in it. I don't know where that is.
Yeah.
Isaac Duke, who got Enter into rap, gives a shout out.
What got into rap? I think me wanting to tell a story, but finding a way to do it and not sounding like a dickhead, so I put it to a beat and created something. And what else did he write?
And here's one to shout out.
Oh, shout out Tyler Russell.
What were some of the people around you in the early days that were like doing shit around you that sort of like, how did rap, what was your first time in the studio like?
My first time in the studio was with you basically, with you, Ubbard, Skis and Sky. These were around me that got really got me into the music. But my first time in the studio was, I was about 16 I think, and I did that Once a Thug track. That was the first ever track, and that was when YouTube wasn't even around. It was all MySpace and Bebo.
With the Eazy-E sample in it.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Eazy-E.
Homie.
Had a lot of influence. And so whereabouts did you grow up? We already done. Who gave you inspiration? Katie Tower said, will you or Nter be making appearances, Cursor and Rates tour in Newey? If not, when will you be doing tour? I don't know if we're going to be at Newey, but definitely before the end of the year we'll have some shows, 100%. Kane Webster said, who gave you the inspiration to rap, and give me a shout out? Sort of answered that one already.
Shout out Kane.
Billy Bryce wants a shout out. And Nter, when will you come up to Brisbane and do a few gigs? And keen as to see you do a live show.
When?
Wait.
Same question.
Well, there's about 100 of you asking already. Get together, go down to your local pub, tell me you want to book the venue out, send us as much money as you can, and we'll come down. Fucking Vatos Locos SA said, shout out to me, biggest fan right here.
How they do it?
Bloody in, bloody out. Billy Bryce, can I have a shout out? Yeah. No, who's that? Air Max Lua wants a shout out. And Nter, where did you get that long sleeve Nautica with the big sales?
How many people ask me this question, bro? Every day. I bought it from Urban Equipment at Hurstville, and if it's not there, which it's not because I tried to buy it again, go onto nautica.com and look for it there. Stop fucking asking me, I'm sick of it.
Josh Grossetti said, Nter, do you ever plan on releasing paid music? Cheers for the free shit, brother.
Of course, I plan on releasing paid music. I'd like to sell my music, but at the moment, I don't have time to be making music to sell. There's a couple of tracks on iTunes, I think, but the music that I put out now, it's just, I'm putting it out. I don't expect money off it until the album's out, and then after that, we'll see how we go, if it takes off or if it stays where it's at. So, yeah, it's a good question.
Alex G said, hey Nter, is it true you learned all your searching and pumping rocks from the infamous criminal Jimmy Flows and his notorious sidekick Rocky?
You know who that is?
Yeah. Yeah, we know who that is, Alex. Who's that girl in your profile pic? Need to send her. Tell her to inbox me. Whoever that girl is in Alex G's profile pic, she looks pretty good. Nah, she is pretty good. Whoever you are, inbox me. I need to talk to you about something very serious. Luke Piper, Nter, give us a shout out. I pump your music every day. Doonside represent. Shout out Luke Piper.
Doonside represent.
Aiden Roberts, shout out. You want to shout out? And when is Nter gonna drop a song for us to blaze to? And 4, you should drop another song for us to blaze to. You can blaze to all our shit. Just put it on repeat and keep smoking. Smoke your fucking brains out.
Smoke till your eyes bleed.
Fucking Trey Bra said, shout out Bra and shout to DSM crew sick as cunts Fortay Nter.
Shout out DSM crew.
Mitchell, yeah. Mitchell, whatever. Fuck these questions. It's all about fame and shit now. Focus on writing music. You focus on shutting the fuck up and listening to it. You know what I mean? If you know, fucking Monty Tucker said, are you and Cursor ever going to do another concert in the Metro?
I don't know. At this point in time, I can't comment on anything like that. But it'd be nice. It'd be nice. A nice night to do it again. So yeah.
Ash Button said, shittest questions. Half these cunts are retarded. All they want is a shout out. That wasn't really a question, but It's a good statement. Tegan Coleman said, how many tattoos have you got, Enter? And will you be getting any more?
I have a few, and depends when the time's right. And yeah, shout out. You wanted a shout out? And Fortay, please come back to Melbourne and do a show.
We'll definitely put that on the to-do list. Enter, who's your favourite artist?
Yeah, fuck. If you're talking American rap, Lil Boosie from Louisiana, South Baton Rouge, and Australia. I think at the moment I'm been listening to Lyrical Commission a lot, so I don't mind them.
We got some shit.
Yeah.
Travis Wormold said, Fortay and Enter, if you had to fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck, which would you choose? I'd choose 100 duck-sized horses and I'd jump on the cunts and snap their fucking necks. Because one horse-sized duck would have a big fucking bill, and I always dodge the bill. I don't like the bill. You see me, if you come and eat with me at the restaurant, I'll see a bill, I'm gone. So, you know what I mean? This, yeah, 100 duck-sized. How about you?
Oh, I'd run.
I just kick the fuck out of them. Anthony Rawson said, can I have a shout out and Enter? What can we expect for the future? What inspired you to start rapping? You're both the sickest cunts, mad respect.
For the future at this point in time, I can't really tell. I can't look into the future. I just live for today. But for the future, hopefully set the album out. The not-for-profit mixtape would come out. Inspired me to rap. I've answered that one. So, yeah. Shout out, bro.
Shout out to Cade. Want to buy a fucking Val Finnick, whatever his fucking name is. Tell him one said, if you got offered to do a track with Eminem, would you say yes or no, and why? Of course I'd say yes. Not a big fan of the cunt, he's alright, but it's Eminem, it's gonna sell. If it's free, sweet, yes.
And it's history.
Of course. As if, who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Cunts that hate him would probably do it.
If he asked you to suck his penis.
Don't answer that. Shane Westling said, shout out to Shane would be good to hear. Shout out to Shane. Lockley Wood said, who do you both prefer, Reza or Method Man, or Dre or Snoop? Shout out to H. Raz and Bless 6173.
Harass?
Yeah,
Harass. I prefer Dre.
yeah, I'd say Dre and Snoop.
Yeah.
They're good. Reza's mad and shit, but Dre and Snoop, yeah, it's that gangster shit. It's a bit more serious, and Method Man's more comical, and you know everyone loves that shit. Shane Westling, Enter and Fortay is the best in gutter rap artist.
We are.
I'd say Enter. Enter holds it down for the gutter rap. That's what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I can't forget Sky and Schemo. They're to me they're the three that there'd be no gutter without those three. So they're the only ones in Australia I think that can claim gutter. And the other you cunts that are claiming gutter, that yous aren't really gutter or yous are trying to be whatever, yous are gutter rats. Yous don't even know what gutter is. We'll probably get to that anyway. Who do you think the best rapper alive is and the greatest of all time?
Best rapper alive? It's very hard to say. And the greatest of all time would have to be either Easy or Biggie or Tupac.
Yeah, I'd say Tupac.
Yeah, I'd say Tupac as well.
It's a hard one to say. Alive?
Well, definitely wouldn't be Lil Wayne.
Fucking... It's not Jay-Z. For me, it's not Jay-Z.
Nah, I prefer the Game over Jay-Z.
Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
No, he's not a good rapper. He's a good character. He's a fucking funny cunt. But
I would say Young Jeezy. I think at the moment, I think he's the greatest. He's doing his thing. That's very hard. That one.
There's a lot of underground rappers ripping shit up. Like
Yellow Wolf.
Yeah, you got fucking Dizzy Riot, Jared Benson, all them. They're all fucking doing hectic and they're crazy live. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many good rappers. You know, we'd have to think about that one. Fucking Kane said, you noogies keen on an Ash?
No.
Liam Anthony Measures Payne said, shout out please. What's plan for the near future? You've already answered that really. Eliza said, besides the two of you, who do you think the best Aussie rapper? Who's the best Aussie rapper?
You'd have to say Cursor at this point. Not the best, but he's shown everybody his ability at being the best where it can take you.
He's definitely stepped himself up to that level.
I would say he's the best with his lyrics. Like that's hard to say because he's got different lyrics and different ways of putting things to other artists.
To be honest, I don't listen to enough Aussie rappers to say who's the best, because I can have my opinion, but there's probably only about a handful that I really listen to.
Yeah.
But you know, this cunt's like Mantra that I heard once or twice and I was impressed. I wouldn't listen to the cunt, but fucking like he can rap. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cunts that can rap, but what are they saying?
I'd have to say Rates, to be honest.
Rates
after hearing Nightmare 2, that's lyrics. That was very deep.
Rates would definitely be a strong contender.
Yeah, holding that belt, homie.
I'll say Rates.
Yeah, I'd say Rates. Bloody questions.
Yeah, Joshua Edwards, shout out. Which Aussie rapper do you listen to at the moment? Anthony Rossen, shout out. It's the same shit. Jordan said shout out. Use the sick cunts, keep it coming. Max1 said name, deal 1, enter. When is your documentary coming out and when did you stop hitting panels?
The documentary is on pause at the moment. Just due because I'm working and stuff, I don't have time to do shit. And stop hitting panels. I stopped hitting panels when I fucking realised graffiti doesn't make money. And friends started losing lives. So you're gonna paint fucking trains and fucking be a dickhead. But anyway, each to their own.
Manny Moo said, can I have one of your hats or TN signed by you? And Nter would pay.
Will you buy the shoes and I'll sign it? I'm not giving you one of my shoes.
I've probably got some old shoes you can have.
Oh, old ones, yeah. I found a pair of shoes, very new pair of TNs today at work actually.
Fucking, we'll sign them and send them out. You pay for postage and handling, we'll send you our old shoes.
Send you out a done a little bulletproof.
Ty Horden said, do you think Oz hip hop fell off in the last few years?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest. What do you think?
I think it fell off before we came into it, and I think now, right now, it's stunning. I can feel it. It's like the buzz is back. There's something new. It was started to be the same shit, the barbecue rap, the lyrical shit. That's all you had, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it wasn't until you started doing the gutter shit and we started doing the street shit that actually brought another side to it, because years cunts were looking at us like we were talking shit. Now, you know, now you can turn on the TV and look at the news report and see all the shit going on.
You can see me on the force getting done with 5 ounces of pot.
So this is a whole new game, you know what I mean? Like, this is a very good question, you know what I mean? Because there's cunts out there and they want to wear their flat brim hats, their snapback hats, they watch their American shows, they want to dress like they're Americans, they want to fucking do this shit. We actually, the fucking freshest thing in hip hop, we come with Australian fucking, we got our own, what's
gangster
the word?
Rap in Australia.
I wouldn't say gangster rap, but it's probably the closest thing to it. We got our own culture. You know what I mean? That's what we have. You know what I mean? And it's original and it's a mix of the riders, this, that. We're not breakdancing on fucking cardboard boxes out the middle of fucking
spinning on
Woolworths car park.
Bad boy beanies and.
You know what I mean? Like, these cunts, they wake up and they go, I'm gonna be hip hop. Then I'm putting on my hat and my shirt and
Supreme
my baggy clothes, and we're gonna have a barbecue and we're gonna do our b-boy stands and shit. Fuck that. You know what I mean? It's as much as they think it's bullshit, this is as real as it gets. You know what I mean?
That's a good question. Don't
get me worked up on that. I have to start slapping rappers. Fucking Brody Vendy said, Fort, reply to your answer to my Snoop Dogg question, but now he's gone from being a dog to lion. I answered it last question. I said, fucking if he gets rid of the dog out of his name, I think it'll be good for him. Lion's better than a dog. Fucking Kale Ann Nerzik said, is it true Nter got arrested with a pound of weed? People telling me he did, but I've seen nothing about it. He was on the force. He just answered that.
Yes, and it wasn't a pound.
Fucking, and he's innocent till proven guilty.
I was found guilty.
He's guilty. He's a known drug trafficker. J. Cole said, Fortay and Nter, these are the greatest rappers. Fortay, I love your style. Nter, best ghetto rapper out. Give us a shout out. Shout out J. Cole. Harley Gray said, can you give me a shout out, boys, and tell Chris Bianco he's a gay cunt.
Chris Bianco?
You're a gay cunt.
You're a gay cunt.
That's fucked, man. Stop it, eh? Kaiser Tennedy. Fuck some of you cunts.
Who your walk names?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. What are your parents on when they're fucking naming you cunts? When your new track coming up? It'll be coming soon. Brent Scully said, Nter, what show has been your best and what has been your best after party? What happened?
The best show was, I think, on Do the Curse tour. There's been two actually. The one where we did Waverley Bowling Club, and there was a fight there. That was fun. The one at Metro, obviously with Fortay, that's them.
Everyone.
Psychotic, Anecdote, Curse, and the best after party was, there was actually no after parties. We went back to the hotel room and went to sleep because that's what we do.
Pete Eshe said, whereabouts is Caesar from?
Espliendes Mendes. I don't know.
Aiden Newman said, legit doco coming out.
Legit doco is coming out
When are you and Nter going to pump some tracks together?
tonight.
After this interview. Spencer Penne said, Nter, do you still rep Sydney Searchers, and when you going to do a track before that after this? Do you still rep Sydney Searchers?
Yes, I have it tattooed on me. So Sydney Searchers will always be a massive part of where I come from. So you can't just have, like, Sydney Searchers isn't Sydney Searchers unless you've got the three original members. And you were an original Sydney Searcher member as well.
At one stage I was very close to being,
Yeah.
but
But
it all broke.
it all went its different ways, as things do, and each to their own, but I will always be Sydney Searcher. And I still rep it in my songs, as you know, so.
They said, Forte, how did your rap career start? I picked up a pen. Jake Ross, Nter, you're the sickest cunt. When are you going to do another track with Sky High?
I don't know.
And shout out to Jake Ross. Dylan Tyrell, shout out Big D. Forte, oh, that's already done. Jordan Lee Fizzers said, give me a shout. You sick cunts, tell Dylan Brown he's a copper dog. Thanks, boys. Dylan, it's not good to be a dog.
Well, a copper dog would be sweat.
Do your friend Jordan, do your friend Dylan a favour and get him some smack owners, and just say thank you. Birdie said, in Keep Your Lips Locked, is it nothing different but the date or nothing different but the date? There's not a fucking lot of difference between those two words, but it's date, because it can only have one date in life, you know what I mean? Whatever year, whatever, that's unique, and it will never be that date again. So nothing different but the date. That's the only thing that's different. Bowman said, Nter, why do you always wear short shorts in most of your videos? Shout out Bowman for 109.
Because it was fucking hot.
Forte, would you ever do a song with Sleek the Elite? He's not. I haven't really seen him around for a while, but yeah, if I don't know, right circumstances, not going out of my way for it. Jolo Donald, Fort and Nter, can I get a mean shout out and cheers? You want a mean shout out?
Shout out, Joel. Is it mean enough?
Shout out, you fucking dog. That's mean. That was mean. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Fucking Rick J said, Nter was the beef between. We're gonna answer that. When are you dropping hard copies of the Death Tape? About a month. Don't worry, honey. I said Fort. When are you both gonna drop song together after this? Yeah. When are you coming to Melbourne? Soon. Fucking shout out Taylor is the sickest.
I think Cursor is the sickest, to be honest.
Shout out Kieran Lapworth. Hamish Peterson, shout out. Did anyone help you start out in the scene? If so, who and where are they now? Keep it coming, boys.
Who did anyone help me start? Of course, the crew I was in. We all helped each. Oh, I didn't. Skizmo was doing his thing, and Sky was doing her thing. Them two linked up, and then I come in, and yeah, and where we're at today. We'll have a look where we're at. I'm doing me. Everyone's doing each other, so not in that way, but.
Ryan Taylor still wants a shout out.
Ryan Taylor, there's your shout out.
Lockie Gilbert said, Keep the real shit coming, so fresh. Hectic if I could get a shout out. Sydney City where the motherfucking crim's at.
Shout out, Lockie.
Scott Johnston said, Nter, what other music do you like besides rap?
Reggae. Bit of Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Nter Lion.
Jara stuff, alright.
Lockie Gilbert said, Uncle Bibsy, ha ha ha. Bevan Lowe said, what writers do you look up to? Answered that one. Lachlan, Michael Brennan said, what do you both think about the way Schemo raps? Do you think he needs more practice on beats, or is he doing a good job?
Well, to be honest, that isn't really our question to answer.
Schemo's doing Schemo.
Yeah, what do you fucking think? Huh? Questions on you now, mate.
I don't think it matters what we think, as long as he's happy with what he's releasing, and I'm sure he's thinking about it before he's putting it out. Fucking most of his stuff. Jaden Thompson said, what is your views on Uber One? I've already done that.
He's a dog.
Peter Monster Elliot this said, can you and Nter give the COD humans a shout out, bro? And do you guys follow an AFL team at all? And I just got a knee recoast, a shout out to the Endone and best mix around.
Shout out to the COD humans. I think that's an online internet shooting gay game.
Shoot on, guys. Shoot each other.
No, I don't follow AFL.
No.
To be honest, I think it is a profitable sport.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
Shit, Nter just got some pussy. Fucking I'll watch the footy show, the AFL footy show. I don't follow AFL at all, but I think they're funny cunts. They're funnier than the NRL show. Or maybe because they're on later, I'm a bit more stoned about that time. Fucking Benji Hewitt, do you and Skis have problems?
No.
Nter, what are your thoughts on the Melbourne Storm dominating the NRL? Mick Richards.
Oh shit, South Sydney, Melbourne Storm.
Tara Illy Burns said, wouldn't mind a shout out, Fortay, we should get married. I can't see your photo. If you're over 16, that'd be a start, and we'll negotiate. She said, Nter, keep it real, you sexy beast. So I'm not going to marry you if you're telling me my friends are sexy and that, you know what I mean?
And you shouldn't be telling people that are
it's over,
happily
Tara.
married they're sexy, because it's just uncalled for.
Jake Harris said, hey Fours, what is your favourite track with Cursor? Please answer. And may as well let you know mine, and that is Can't Tell Me. I love it. DJAF comes close. Probably Acting Funny or Can't Tell Me. That was probably the first proper track me and Curse did, like original. So yeah, that was probably that one. Ben Sutton says, what does it mean to be gutter? That's a good question.
It means everything. It's what we stand for. It's who we are. What is it? Well, it's like what Mike Righteous says. You can take your pride, but you can't take the culture. And to me, what does it mean to be gutter? It's what I am. It's who I am. So that's what it means.
I think to me, gutter is just the lower class, the strugglers. You know what I mean? Like we all come from the gutter. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's the housing commission. It's not, and not to put anything down. You know what I mean? We all grew up in housing commission. You know what I mean? As kids and that.
White Street, Lily Field,
Abelia Way, Prospect back in the day. Fucking, it's not. It's just like the gutter. The term gutter came from America, but if you were going to relate it to like in Australia, that's what it is. Like the you know what I mean? It's not about being poor. It's just being. I don't know, if anyone that's from the houses knows what it's like, you know what I mean? Every house is the same. They're all the same, you know what I mean? And it's not, I'm not shit, when they're not shitting on it by saying gutter, you know what I mean? Some people take offense to us, like I don't like the term, me personally, but it is, we all from it, you know what I mean? Like, there's no two ways about it.
Yeah, so all you rich faggots out there saying you fucking go to fucking junkies, go and fuck yourself, because if your neighbour come over and asked to borrow some sugar, you'd probably say no.
Bradley Cross says, what was it like growing up in Seatown? Fucking, I don't know, we never fucking grew up there, so.
Ask Hurst, man.
Max Underwood, big props to both of you. Six Cans, what do you got planned for this year, Nter? Shout out to the boys.
Shout out to the boys. Hopefully we'll try and get the album done, but the mixtapes first. I got Gutter Trash from Melbourne. Shout out Gutter Trash, supplying a lot of beats for the album. Mason Studios supplying some for the mixtape, and Caesar Beats as well. So yeah, that's what I've got planned, and hopefully to get on steroids and just be huge.
Shout out Big D.
Shout out Big D.
Shout out Ryan Prime.
Shout out Ryan Alan.
Jamie O'Brien.
Jamie O'Brien, stop lying.
Charlie Donovan wants to know, hey Enter, what's your favourite track of Gravy Baby? Keep up the good work. You, Curse and Gravy Baby are taking over Gotta Rap. Eshe Adelaide. Give a big shout out to my brother Gaddy and Hassan.
Sure Gaddy, sure has. My favourite track with Gravy would have to be My City.
And he wants a shout out for Tyrone Morris.
Tyrone Morris.
Don't worry, gentles. Enter, will you do another song with Skis, Rates and Curse?
At the moment, I'm focusing on my stuff, so. Josh
Sinney said, do you own any sort of motorbike? If so, what kind? I've seen the CBR before in the vids, haha.
At the moment, no, I don't own a motorbike. And the CBR I owned was a 250, a 250 double R, and a normal 250. And yeah.
Kane Cooper said, shout out to Joshy and Gravy Baby. What made you remix Holy Water, and when are you going to drop a track with Sesk, Westside Homie, and do a show in Ballarat?
What made me remix Holy Water? Gravy Baby sent the track through and I really liked it. I related to it. So I jumped on it, and just before this interview started, I got a message from Sesk saying, hey bruv, how you been? Still keen to do some shit? Sesk. So yes,
there you go.
Sesk, we'll be doing some stuff.
There you have it. Russell in it said, are you legit having Top Dog on episode 6 or is it a piss take?
Who's this Top Dog, bro?
He's a mentally challenged rapper.
Oh really?
There's a fucking lot of yous out there. Fucking
everyone's
Head
asking
Albert.
about Top Dog.
Fucking yeah, well if he comes down all the way from Ballarat, he can be on the fucking show. And I'm not gonna try and put shit on him. I'm gonna let you do it with the questions. Fucking no, I'm only joking. No, if he comes down, he can be on it. No worries. Sammy J. Galvin said, when's the new album, You Sick Cunt, I'm Stunned to Fiend?
End of the year, hopefully.
Same for me. Jeremy Jason, shout out to Front Runner Art Supplies Broadmeadow, Newcastle, and the OSA boys, Newcastle to Perth.
Shout out to the OSA boys, Newcastle to Perth, Perth to Newcastle, Newcastle to Maitland, Rutherford. I once grew up there. Yeah.
And if you're going to post questions, don't send them to my inbox because I'm not going to read them. You put them on the post that says the special guest of the week is so-and-so. Put the questions up and I'll do them. That's all I've got. Leave it to Enter to knock out the rest.
Alright, here we are. We have... I'll just wait for the Wi-Fi to load because we don't have credit. Alright. BFST Leonard, give us a shout out, cuz. There you go. Jack Millen, what's your favourite song you have made throughout your career and why? Shout out to Barrett to it. Like I said, The Return, because it was the return of me and it's all about me, obviously. So just keep listening to me and
do the cunt.
Don't forget me. Never forget me. Brendan Simson, you know you want to give me a shout out, brother. Love you. Shout out. He's Brendan's my mate from Victoria, I think. He's always going in and out of hospital for operations on his spine. So yeah, shout out to Brendan, man. Hopefully you get better soon.
Get well soon.
Yeah, Dale Maloney, when you're playing in Melbourne again, I wouldn't have a clue, bro. Sean Brennan, give me a shout out, bruh. Shout out. Jake Man from Melton. He's a good bloke, old Jakey. Every time we go to Melbourne, he comes through with the chronic blood. So give us a shout out, lad.
Shout out to Jake.
Do you know when your album's coming out? Bags are end of the year, bro. Kane Drew it. Give us a shout out into your man cunt. Chris Wilson, why don't you do tracks with Cursor anymore? It's not that I don't do tracks, it's just that he's just finished his album, his tour. So he's just doing what he's doing his thing and I'm doing mine. Fuck, there's a lot of stupid questions on here I'm not going to answer, so if your questions don't get answered, you understand why.
If you read the questions beforehand, don't post the same fucking shit. Just take 2 seconds to read the fucking things before, or you won't get your shout out.
How Corey Wallace, How did you bust into the music scene, and what's the best way to get noticed? The way I busted into the music scene was with a sledgehammer through the door. No, I just... See, it's a lot easier now for rappers to bust in through the music scene because you have YouTube and all these things where you can just, as we were talking about before, make a 60-minute video, chop it, edit it, and put it up, and it's complete shit, but everybody likes it because what you're saying is just what everybody else is saying, but it's fake.
They're fucking picking fruit off the tree before it's ripe. That's what they're doing. You're not developing.
You want to be noticed, be real. It's the only way.
I start naming names, we haven't got that much time.
What got you into rap? Enter, and a shout out Isaac Duke. What got me into rap was that I'm a beast and I'm an animal. Jake the Muss. Cheer, bro. Give a little mention about the show if you can. They're doing a show at the Tempe Hotel. I think it's called Straight from the Hood, featuring Howlin' Funk, Neary, Causa. I'm not too exactly
maybe
the dates.
the Vargo and Sleeps and all that, and SA Nacho and all that. I think they're all performing there as well.
Yeah, I think I'm performing there as well. I don't know yet. We're just trying to get the times right. But hit Jake the Muss up on Facebook. Mad Cunt Entertainment, Tim. Shout out Tim.
Fuck Mad Cunt Entertainment.
When can we expect entities? When's your next show? And shout out to Mad Cunt Entertainment.
Every fucking episode. When are we getting teas? When are we getting teas? You're gonna get teabagged, you cunt. That's it. That's when you're gonna get the fucking teas.
When I decide to get the merch up. Sam one's gonna help me out with that. Shout out to Sam. Jake Slade. What do you see yourself doing in the future years? Being on the lounge with a heroin addiction with a stolen car parked in the driveway. Honestly. Nah, I don't know. When are you bringing out a mixtape? The end of the year? I'm working on it now, Dylan. Fuck. Jake Sarah. When did you start rapping? For 15. How old were you when you, Sky and Ski started searches? 15. How did you meet Sky for a schemo? And apparently, how many cunts have you rocked over Pain and Green Line? Oh, just a few. Dylan Tyrell, I think I gave Big D a shout out. Rick J, shout out, bro. Oh, fuck, man. There's just the stupidest questions on here. Oh, this is a good one. Dylan Tyrell, Enter, what's your opinion on Rates' story? I think my opinion on it is it's an everyday struggle, and he's just going through some tough times at the moment. So yeah, Rates, keep your head up, and I've got nothing but love and support for him. So
I think everyone knows someone that's gone through like similar things, maybe not exactly the same. It takes a lot of courage to come out and do that, you know what I mean? Because it isn't bullshit. It's like serious, and it's a beautiful thing that he can come out and nail it, jack how it is in a song, sum it all up, helps him get a lot off his chest. It's turn a negative thing into a positive thing.
Yeah, so yeah. K Lexu, sure. Shout out Shanae, you're all amazing. Is it true you're making a documentary? At this point in time, not at the moment, but I will be having a documentary out. So, hey, Enter Ash Madden. What's your opinion on Melbourne rappers? Taunts, Kid Selzy.
Shout out to Taunts.
Hell Burners and Fracture. I'm actually featuring on Fracture's mixtape. He sent me through a beat the other day. Dr. Flea. Gutter Trash Strike 1. So yeah, I like Melbourne a lot. So yeah, shout out to them boys. Jacob Howard, give us a shout out. James Johnson, would you schemo Fortay and head up and do a show at Byron Bay? Well, like we said before, if there's demand. Dane Hickson, Enter, if you could do a song with anyone, who would it be and why? Shout out to Dano Russell, please, bro. If I could do a song with anyone, I think it would be Little Boosie from America Big Rose. I just love the bloke, so yeah. Joshua Walsh, if none of you started rapping, where would you be in life now? Like, what would you be doing?
It's fucking shit. It could be really bad. Could be really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you know what? Probably a lot worse. We'd probably be doing a lot worse stuff if we weren't rapping. To be honest, and then not to glorify it or nothing. It would just, you know.
So yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Lyrically, who's your top 5 artists on the scene? I've already answered that, bro.
Fuck that.
Samuel, Max Air Mac Lua. Fuck, bro. You posted the same question on yours about the Nautica shirt.
You fucking king, cunt.
Jared Wanner, hey Michael brother. First of all, my name's Nter, not Michael. Don't call me by my government name. You done time in prison. Who the fuck are you? How long have you done? What's your biggest charge, lad? Fuck.
Check your database, officer. Fucking whatever your name is.
Will Cursor be on the Fort Show? Do you think Schemo is a gronk at times and should delete raps from his life? Shout out to all you Sydney. Fucking hell. Scotty Johnson, what's your plans for the future tour and what music you got coming out? I've got some new shit coming out with Fortay. I've got a track featuring E3 from Compton, Eazy-E's youngest son. Trying to get BJ Knockout from Compton as well. He's on the Real Motherfucking G's track. Just trying to get him, so yeah. Nter and Fortay, mad cunts, keep it up, give us a shout out. Michael, Nathan Pennington. Nter, why are you with Hustle Hard TV? And give us a shout out to Methadone, I don't know.
Shout out Methadone.
Trey Bra, shout out and a shout out to Ingleburn and DSM crew, Sick Cunt, Nter and Fortay.
Shout out Ingleburn, DSM crew.
UBD management. How did you get so handsome? Whoa.
It's a bit of a queer question, of it. That's head Ovid to ask that question, by the way.
I was at a party and a bloom popped in my face and the skin came off and this was God's creation.
It's amazing.
Would you, Fortay, Rates and Cursor make a song? Would be fucking mint. Well, yeah, we would.
Get us in the studio, same time, same place.
And we'll reproduce some of the best Aussie rap music that this scene has ever heard. Isabel Herbert, as an artist, where do you look for inspiration? How I grew up, my environment.
My pocket.
Yes. Are you the type of person to sit there and think about what to write, or does it just wait for it to come to you? Fuck. It just comes to me, and when you've been around it and you see it and you live it, it's very easy. Not easy, but you can put it into.
It's based on a true story, so it's not hard to you don't have to make it up.
Yeah, you don't have to make it up. So it's very detailed, and as you can tell if you listen to our music, so most of this fake stuff that comes out, like, you know, you got people talking about sitting on people with knives and killing them. That shit ain't happening. But in the our raps, we was people selling sacks and shooting this and that and rah, talking about fun, you know, stuff. So it's real.
It's all based on a true story.
Yeah. Give us Ryan Huntimus Prime, Transformer. Give us a shout out, Nter, and give our local rapper Top Dog a shout out, eh?
Shout out Top Dog.
Shout out Top Dog. It's not very funny to be making fun of people.
Yeah, it's not.
What was Luke Jacobs? What was the hardest song you ever had to write? I think My Tribute. That's a very hard song to write. James Alderton. What was going through your head? In your head, when you were in prison? Did it change you or make you, brother? Well, look, I only did 3 months. It's not like I was in there for like 10 years. All right, it's 12 weeks. It's a fucking holiday. No, it didn't make me. It didn't break me. I was just there, just chilling, playing squash, smoking White Ox, just calling people on the mobile phone. There you go. And what was going through my head? I just didn't want to be raped. Ty Fresh Bannerman, can I get a shout out? Love your stuff, bro, no worries. What made you go deep on your tracks? Well, that's what it is. Jared Laws, how many times have you sucked Schemer's penis? 7. And he's made each time. Get out of here, Jared. How many times have you had sex with your little brother? Liam Banks. Nter, what is gutter music in your own words? Gutter music. What's the beef with Nebs? There is no beef with Nebs. I was just talking stupid one day. So yeah, that's how it is. People let off at the mouth sometimes, and that was me, so yeah. Samuel Mason. Nter, how did you get your rap name? It was my tag. And also, you and Fortay at large will be coming up to Byron Bay anytime soon. Everyone's keen to see a show up here. Can Nter and Fortay give a shout out?
Shout out to Byron Bay.
Shout out to Byron Bay, Samuel Mason.
Samuel.
Yeah. There's a lot of fucking questions, bro. There's like,
Just pick out the good ones.
yeah, there's like 100 more questions. Eth Walker. Do you think Fortay packed the Billy too big after drinking the 125 Sprite Lean?
That wasn't big, that was small as. And I didn't want to smoke, but Skis kept fucking nah, and I had to fucking, the bomb was, I'm trying to show off and on it. So I just had a bomb, I was waiting for him to stop yabbing. Shout out Skis.
Josh Chissy Hasty. What do you like better? Nautica, Gant, Ralph Lauren or Country Road?
I go Nautica, I've always been a fan of Nautica.
Nautica, but to be honest, these days people are doing it tough and I'm buying $10 long sleeves from Kmart and that's not a lie. Look, this is from Taronga Zoo for like $20. This bloke posted like 20 questions. Shout out to Tavern 210. Shout out to Tavern. Give me my Lachlan Sims. Give me my mate Luke Piper a shout out. And I will not answer that question. Luke Piper, have you ever tried Chicken King chips in Doonside Woodcroft?
Yeah, I have. Can't remember if they were good or not. They must not have been that good.
David Johnson, shout out. And Fortay, when's Rates going to be on the fortnightly review?
Rates will be soon, whenever he's free, and I'm glad to have him on the show, and it'll definitely be before then, in the next near future.
Alex Resper Scott.
That rings a bell.
Hey brother, you got to have a story about how we used to run amok back in the day. Shout out to Team Resper. Love you, bruds. Well, I don't tell stories, but do you have any stories
About Respa?
Yeah.
Fuck, there's a few. Where will we start? Fuck, jog my memory a bit. I've got some stories. It's always running around doing something.
And it's not up to any good either.
Oh, I've just seen him fucking backyard boxing.
Backyard boxing.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, but you want to give me a story, the funniest story you can remember of Respa?
Funniest story I can remember.
This is Redback, everyone. Hello, Redback.
Hi.
We're just doing a fucking TV show at the moment,
Oh shit.
so you should fuck off.
Funniest story about Respa. I have a few, but I remember I was doing my Year 10 exams at school in a big hall thing, and I hear a postie bike pull up at the door, and Respa has come in blind drunk with a bottle of rum in his pants and said to my principal that I'll have to go home because there's a family emergency. And I got outside and he asked me to get on the back of the motorbike. The boys have got a case down the park and I failed my Year 10 exams. So because of you degenerate, I failed my Year 10 exams.
Shit, go Respa.
Yeah.
What was the family crisis? They didn't get the mail because you stole the bike.
Yeah, and I think that, I don't know, I think fucking someone stole someone's last $2 and there was no money for bread and the fucking dogs went hungry and all that.
Shit, go Respa.
Yeah, she go Respa.
Grow up, mate. Just grow up.
Always got to have them lollies in your pockets for them kids.
Pespa. Yeah, we love you, man. When you're asleep.
Jordan Pomfret, TNs or Air Maxes? TNs.
Yeah.
Was there any real beef with KGB? Were you, when you were in ALK? I say fuck ALK.
Guess that's a yes.
Are you doing a track with Mersey? We're working on something. If you could change anything from your past, what would it be? Nothing, because my past made me who I am today. Bevan Lowe, shout out WFK Low Life. This person has questioned me again with 150 questions. Yeah, so that's about it. I'll read the last 5 questions because there's just a shitload of stupid questions and they're all repeats. So Charlie Donovan, and to give us a shout out, and you should make a song of Cursor by yourself. Shout out Charlie.
Shout out Charlie.
Ryan, give me a shout out. I've already gave you a shout out, Mr. Transformer. Ian Hickey, when's your doco coming out? When it's done, bro. Sorry, man. And Sammy J Galvin, where's this new album, Nter? You ill cunt. I'm starting a theme. Well, you're gonna have to hang out a bit longer, bro, because it's not right here for a while. So yeah. And that's the questions.
Stay patient, you know what I mean? There'll be more shit coming soon. Is there anything you want, any shout outs you want to give to anyone out there or anything like that?
Shout out to Gravy Baby, Rakes, Curse. Thank you, Forts, for having me on
Thank you for coming on the show.
Shout out to Mason Studios, where we're at. This is where I do all my recording. Shout out to Gutter Trash from Melbourne. And shout out to that dickhead Respite. Fucking harasses me when I'm trying to get to sleep.
Yeah, you better give me a shout out tomorrow, man.
Team Respa?
Yeah, Team Respite. Everyone at him.
Everyone on Team Respa?
If you're 16 and under, perfect. You'll be delighted. So, and yeah.
Wow. So you got the mixtape dropping next?
Yes, I have the
Roughly how long do you reckon?
about a month.
About a month, yeah.
So
And
yeah,
that's for free.
that's for free download.
Yeah.
Not for profit mixtape.
So not too long, you know what I mean? Not too long.
So stay tuned and just support the movement and support what we're trying to do for yous, and just be patient. Stop harassing us with when's the new music, because you know
You know, he's not going to make it come any quicker. We're working.
yeah, we're working out here. So
We'll have some shit for you soon. But we appreciate you all tuning in. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate all the questions. I wish we could give you all a shout out.
yeah, shout out to everybody that did post on there.
Yeah.
People who posted stupid questions, you're just an idiot.
Make the questions interesting and we'll take the time to give you a good answer, you know what I mean? If it's the same shit, you're going to get the same shit from us. So it works, you know what you're doing anyway.
And don't forget, I have the competition that's running. So everyone send your verse, your 16-bar verse to the email official enter one for your chance to get on the mixtape and feature on a track with myself. If the best one wins, so
That's for all you rappers out there that are sitting in your bedroom looking for an opportunity to work with Nter.
yeah.
Here's your chance to shine above the rest. And I'm sure if he likes a couple of views, he'll be hitting a couple of views up, you know what I mean? So just go hard and
Have fun.
good luck.
Yeah, it's all for fun at the end of the day, you know. So yeah, peace.
Alright, fuck yous.